actually, they are parents of grade 2 student Birdie. We all know Birdie, right? And or we have seen him in the hallway or on the playground. And I have the honor to introduce them shortly. So both Miss Becky and Mr. Vivek, or actually, how should we call you? Miss, is that okay? Or Mr. Shankar and Miss, yes, they have been working as journalists. Miss Becky was a journalist before becoming a freelance copywriter, and Mr. Vivek has been working as a journalist for the past 20 plus years. And they worked in Australia and the US, and Mr. Vivek also worked in India as a journalist and now in Korea. So they have many, many stories to tell about their life as journalists, and we are very lucky to learn from them today firsthand. So we will be welcoming them with a warm round of applause. So let's do that. And as you listen to their talk, I'm sure that you will be gathering questions, or maybe you have already prepared some questions. So there will be time at the end to ask questions. Okay? All right. Thank you so much.
I'm going to let Vivek talk.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, we can do better than that.
Let's wake up everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, so who can tell me what news is? How about you in the green? Yeah. Yeah.
News is something which tells us what happens daily.
Okay, that's a great answer. Okay, now I think let's try to do this. We'll move from one row to the other. So the next question can go, someone can speak in the second row. Why do you think news is important?
Someone in this row.
Yeah. Yes, and why is that important?
Because they might be like a flood and people can evacuate.
Exactly. The news is important because it can help you make decisions about your life. Okay, so I think you guys know that pretty well. Huh?
How about some other reasons?
Yeah. Somebody in the third row? Yes.
And a question that will be a mystery for years is, what was the first form of news a long time ago?
Yeah. Anything else? Any other ideas? Yeah? Can you speak a little louder, please? Yes. I think you had an idea to say.
Oh, anything more fun? What, something more fun about the news? Yes, go ahead.
It could also sometimes be kind of half advertisement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good point.
Like you could announce a movie.
There we
Yeah.
go. Yes. Let you know about fun things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did anyone know there was a K-pop Demon Hunters concert in Gwanghwamun Square on Sunday? How would you have found out about that? Let's go to the fourth row. Yeah.
From the news? Yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Did anyone go?
I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't even know.
You know how I found out about that? I found out from the newspaper. Does anyone read the newspaper? Really?
I used to read the newspaper.
Wow. What newspapers do you guys read? Yeah. Do you guys read a newspaper in school or at home? Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. So I think we can move on. So how do we know what we read is real or not? Maybe let's start with the fourth row. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, but then how do you know what you're reading is?
Can you say it a little louder? If it's someone you know? Okay.
Okay.
Head in the red?
Yeah, that's very
That's a
smart.
really good
Yeah.
point. Yeah. Do you guys do that? Do you look in different places to make sure they're saying the same things about a news story? Yeah. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
What happened
That's
to anyone else?
that is actually a very good point. Google is not always right.
All right. Yes.
Check for the spelling.
Really good one. Yes. Check for spelling. Make sure. What are other ways you can check to see if it's a legitimate source?
You could check if it's if you could check the words if they're misspelled, but they're really small to make sure that no one can notice.
Yeah. Yeah. Generally, if you're getting news from a legitimate news outlet, they have lots of editors who spend their entire days making sure that things are spelled right, that it's easy to read, that the names are correct. So if those things don't look right, that's a good signal that it's maybe not coming from a good source.
And also sometimes the person, the bad source tries to like use the device spelling technique when they use a microphone to and then spell the words they spelled wrong sometimes.
In closed
Yeah.
captioning. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they can hide the fact that is it a legitimate source that they're coming from.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go over here. I don't think you've
Yeah.
spoken yet.
Yeah, you in the back.
What? Yeah. A little louder? Sorry. What was this
Can't
one?
hear.
Go ahead. See who made it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, always see who made it. Yes, go ahead.
If it's .com, anyone can buy it, but if it's .org, it could be a good, like a educated thing that uses the safely used.
That's a good point. Yeah, .org usually indicates a specific type of organization, right? All right, one more and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad point, right? Check with your friends. If you see something and you're not sure about it, see what someone you trust thinks about what you're looking at. Oh, all right, here's an example. What do you think? This is a screen grab I took of a video online. Let's see. How many people think this one is real? This helicopter's about to land on this road in the country. Hands up if you think it's real. Hands up if you think it's fake. Oh, you guys are too
Wow.
smart. Yeah. Yeah. This is totally fake. So, okay, yeah. Tell me why. Okay, so pixels, right? So the helicopter is really pixelated, and the rest of the image is much clearer, right? So that's one indication that this is not a real image. What else tells us it's
Like
not real?
60 just like look rotated. You'll have to be touching something already, breaking stuff.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Physically, it doesn't look possible. Right here?
And it's almost going through that hole.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't add up, right? The way we're looking at it.
That's what I meant.
In the They're going around and
There's
around,
so much
right?
dust down.
Yes.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of dust also. Yeah, good points. Right here?
There'll be like the helicopter will. It looks like they've taken a picture and just put it there.
Yeah.
It just looks like they've placed it there because it's like around the edges. It's sort of like erased. Maybe there was something around it.
Yeah, that's a good point. One of my things too, and then we've got a few more examples, so we'll keep going. The light is going differently, right? So we can see the light on the bottom of the helicopters, it's coming from us, right? The bottom of the helicopter is
And
up,
also
but the
there's no
shadows
shadow
are
for the
going. Oh,
helicopter.
there's no shadow from the helicopter. That's right. Yeah, no shadow from the helicopter. All right, good. So we've agreed. This
Yeah,
one. This
okay,
one's
that's
not right.
good.
Let's keep going.
And so you should, whenever you read something, with, if it's like what we were talking about earlier, if you know where it's coming from, then it's easier to read without thinking about if is this true or not. But if someone sends you, somebody showing you on a phone that, oh, look, this is what happened, some friend of mine sent me this video or this photo, and you don't know where it's coming from, that's when you have to really think about stuff, like all the things that you were talking about right now.
Where do you
Yeah.
guys think I got this picture from?
YouTube shorts.
YouTube Shorts? Yes. So does that mean that all of YouTube Shorts is fake?
No.
No. It means we have to keep looking. It means sometimes it's not real. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, hold on to questions. We'll take
Yeah.
some questions at the end. All right. Do you guys like Taylor Swift? One Taylor Swift fan, two Taylor Swift fans, three, four. I know it was a lot bigger last year with that big tour going on. Here's a headline I found online. When Taylor was just starting to date the man who's now her fiance. Taylor Swift realizes football happens every year. What do you think about this one? Is this a real story or a fake story?
I think it's a real one because there's no it's all clear and there's no blurs.
No blurs? Okay. All right, some other thoughts?
I think it's just fake because it says entertainment on the top.
Oh, good clue. Okay, entertainment on the top. Yeah, go ahead. Oh,
That photo looks very fake.
the photo looks very fake to you. Okay, what makes it look fake to you?
Because I don't think that Taylor Swift looks like that.
Mm.
Someone's head is on top of another person's head. That looks.
Yeah, there's some weird, kind of strange looking overlapping. Not a very clear picture of her at the end of the day. All right, in the back?
She doesn't like it because she's famous. But normally she has bodyguards around.
Mm. Sure, there's normally more people around Taylor. Okay, yeah. There doesn't seem to be any of her crew here with her, right? Any other thoughts about whether this is real or not? Yes, go ahead.
I think it's fake because it just looks like she's getting ready for a concert without just taking a picture of her and then just posted it online and then saying that
Yeah.
she's fine.
Yeah. Here's some more text from the story. So we learn that Taylor is growing increasingly alarmed and she's horrified. Do those sound like real news words to you guys?
Yeah.
No? Maybe not? Shall we see where it came from? It's a fake story. Do you guys know The Onion? It's from The Onion. Yeah.
I knew it.
Right?
My brother always reads those news
Yes.
things so funny.
Do you guys know what The Onion is? Oh, thanks.
Do you guys know what's, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it said 2024? Yeah, yeah, so this one's a little old too, so that's a good. Sometimes old news comes back into our feeds again, and then we really have to be careful because it might have been true a year ago, but it might not be true today. So do you guys know what The Onion is?
Yes, I did.
You? Go ahead. You said your brother reads it?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
My brother reads it and it's so funny. This
Yeah, they have funnier ones.
Okay, so does anyone know what the word satire means? Satire. Yeah? Yeah?
The Onion, it tries to like hide itself being the thing good by saying America's finest news source. Yeah. But it's not the finest news source.
Right. That is also a funny thing, right? That's also a funny line.
So the Onion tries to make fun of the news. That's what satire is, trying to make.
Yes. Try to make fun of people putting news to try to like get the fans out of like down, not thinking the same way that they think again.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Why do we want to make fun of the news sometimes? What's one of the things you guys are studying in the pie? Yeah, go ahead.
To entertain.
Yes, exactly. We all want to be entertained. So sometimes it's okay. This is a kind of funny story about Taylor Swift, right? We
So the
can all
photo
laugh.
is real. She was actually at a football game, at an American football game.
But the story is not real. All right. We've talked a good bit about, I think, how do we
Yeah.
know who to trust? Why don't we talk a little bit about bias? You guys talked about bias yet?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Hands up. Somebody, a little bit? Okay,
yeah.
someone may want to try?
Yesterday.
Let's try with the fourth
Okay.
row, over here.
Oh, we go ahead. There's
Yeah,
a person
okay, yeah,
standing
go
up.
ahead, yeah.
Bias is something that's connected to you. So, for example, if one of my family members were like fighting with someone, I would be on the side of my family member because they're my family.
Ah.
So that's kind of bias.
Yeah, that's a very good
Yeah,
example.
good point. Yeah?
And for some, and for some, and for some jeans brand I saw, that put BTS for as its ambassador.
Ambassador?
Yeah, so it was like a bias for everyone who buys it.
Right,
No.
that's a good point. Yes, sometimes we see influencers on social media who are being paid, right, as a brand ambassador. So to drink Coca-Cola, well, they probably don't need a brand ambassador. I guess they do have some.
Yeah.
They have some. Yeah. So we have to be careful about what people's motivations are. What else do you know about bias? Is bias necessarily a bad thing?
No.
No? Tell me about that. Yeah, go ahead.
There are like two meanings for bias.
Okay.
One is like a bad thing, and one is a good thing, like your favorite person is your bias.
Right. Yeah, so on the good side, we all have biases, right? Sometimes they help us. What's a bad side of bias? Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. A bad side of bias is when you're like doing some news and you want to talk about this really cool food product and not everybody likes in your news and you kind of like you kind of like advertise it
That's a good point.
and
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
find
Yeah. So in the news business, you need to be aware of any biases you might have. As a human being, you still have to report the news fairly, no matter how you personally feel about it.
So one of the easiest ways, like in my job every day, what I have to do is, if we are writing an article about someone, the first thing you have to do is, you also have to talk to them. Because if you're writing, saying like, grade 4A did, all of grade 4A was punished because they were being really bad.
Does that happen?
Anyway, that's just an example. It's a joke. But how do we find out if it's true or not? First, we talk to the teachers. Then we will talk to, if we can't find any of the teachers, then we'll try to talk to 4A, to the kids in 4A, and ask them what their side of the story is. So that way, we are kind of, in a way, eliminating bias by talking to both sides. Do you guys understand? So if you hear something about someone, what is the best way to try and find out the truth?
Go ahead. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes? What does this mean? Oh, they agree. Oh, I like that. Okay.
I mean, it's something totally different
totally,
when
yeah.
I was a kid.
Different generation.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. All right. We carry on the bias discussion into our next question for you guys. Why do people make fake news? Ooh, yeah, lots of things. Oh, right here. To earn more money. Yes. Yeah. Oh, lots of agreement there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, right here. Here. Oh,
She's
you're
agreeing.
agreeing. You're not. Okay. Yeah. What
Yeah.
other reasons? All the way in the back. To try to become
Yeah.
a star. Yeah. This looks like a thing. Everyone can report the news now, right? All you need is a phone, and you can put your videos online. All right. Right here. Oh, yeah, to be even bigger than other people. Yeah, okay. What other reasons? Yeah, right here?
Money, money, money.
Yeah,
Money,
we
money,
already
money.
went over it.
Money,
Yeah.
money, money. What about the question we were just talking about with bias? Could your bias lead you to put fake news up? Yeah? Somebody want to tell me about that? Right here? It's true. You don't have to have bias to make fake news. No. Right. Yeah. So I might feel so passionately about something that I put up news online that maybe even I believe is true, but if I haven't checked it out to make sure, then it's not real. Right here? Jealousy. Yeah. Strong motivator. Yes?
When people get, for example, if you put fake news on YouTube and many people like it, YouTube will give you money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Shall we move
I
on?
think that's about,
Yeah.
I think that's probably bias and spotting fake news. Any last tips on spotting fake news before we move out of that section? Go ahead. Oh, no, you're done? What's this mean?
I give you money.
Oh, money, money. Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, your turn. Or do you want to take,
Yeah.
yeah?
Do you have any questions about my job or what I do? Let's go to someone who hasn't asked anything yet. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. You. Yep. Yeah.
The key steps for journalists are maybe like in exploring the news are getting more sources so they can find out the real true news.
Yes, that's right. And how do you think we would do that?
By going to tons of websites, like a few hundred different websites and see which ones are the most, which ones have the same.
So that's not really the best way. The best way is actually to go to the place where the news is happening. Because you can see it with your own eyes, and you can talk to the people
As a journalist.
as a journalist. And that is not always easy because it costs money to go there, and and sometimes it takes a lot of time to go there. Like I have one of my coworkers, my colleague, she is right now in one of the small Pacific islands called the Solomon Islands. And the only way to really find out what's going on there is for her to go herself and see it. So she had to fly there, and it took 10 hours to get there from her base in Sydney. Okay, all the way in the back. Yeah.
Where do you write the articles?
So I work for a paper called the New York Times. So that'll be on the NewYorkTimes.com, or I have a paper here too. And it is published here in Korea. I can leave this behind with your teachers. Yeah. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah?
Why did you become a journalist,
Why? I became a journalist because I enjoyed knowing what's going on in the world and in the news. And one of the great things about being a journalist is you get to meet and talk to lots of interesting people. And how did I become one? So my first job was after college, where I had kind of applied for a job. They had an opening, and they wanted me to. I had to write a few articles, but then I also did a master's degree in journalism. Go ahead. Yeah. Am I happy? Yes. It's very rewarding. Okay, couple more. How about, what do you think are the key tasks of a journalist? We are not. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, to try and figure out if it's right or wrong. That is that is the basic thing. And then what do you think is the next step? I'll give you a guess. I'll give you a hint, sorry. It has something to do with bias. Yeah, how about we go in the back somewhere? Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, are you raising your hand? Here and then there. Yeah. Mm.
Well, it's sort of, but like I said again, the best way to do that is to avoid bias is to talk to everyone to try and get the whole picture. Because who was saying earlier about talking about being biased toward your family member? We had that example, right? So say you have a family member who gets into, let's say you have an older brother or sister who gets into trouble at school. And you will obviously want to take their side. But what are the teachers going to try and figure out? The teachers will try to talk to everyone and try to figure out what exactly happened, the whole picture. And that, in a way, is the essence of a journalist's job, is try to figure out the whole picture, what is happening. And it is not always about assigning blame, you know, if A is wrong and B is right, or things like that, because things are much more complicated than black and white. Do you know what that phrase means, black and white, if it's right or wrong? Things are more complicated.
What
Okay.
did you study to become a journalist? What did you look at in your master's degree to become a journalist?
I mean, the basic thing was to try and, you know, it is very easy to think about going and talking to strangers. But that's the first thing, is to, you know, try and get over the fear of talking to people, and also reading the news. Reading the news is, if you're working in the news, reading the news is the big part of the job, so that you know exactly what's going on.
What else do you guys think you need to be good at to be a journalist? Yeah?
One key task that a journalist has to do is just, most likely, just to write the news.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, good writing skills, yeah. So we talked a little bit about this earlier, right? But things have to be spelled correctly, they have to be written in the correct grammar. Do you guys like grammar and spelling?
No.
Yeah, right. I know they can seem like kind of a grind, right? But they're really important if you're going to be sharing the news online, because people need to be able to understand clearly what you're trying to tell them. Yeah, go ahead.
Good at interviewing.
Sorry?
Good at interviewing.
Interviewing,
Yeah.
yeah, good at interviewing. Yeah, there's an art to asking good questions. Yes. And it takes practice. You have to be actively listening. Are you guys good active listeners? Yeah, so that you can change course. Maybe if the person you're talking to doesn't really want to talk about what you came to talk about today, you can shift to understanding what's on their minds, and you might find something that's more interesting than what you set out to find out in the first place.
Okay, I think we can move on to the.
Yeah. talked about this at the beginning. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, actually, oh yeah, the quiz. Okay, one more thing before we go to the quiz. We talked at the beginning, and you guys hit on a lot of things, right? So it's important to know about dangerous happenings in the world, right? That's one reason that news is important. Finding out what's coming up on the calendar, right? Fun things like concerts and movies. But another reason is important, and it's one of the things we talked about here, it's having a variety of voices. Do you guys even know what these boxes are in the middle? All right, so back when I was a kid, years ago, newspaper boxes used to sit on corners, and so there'd be 3 or 4 different newspapers at each bus stop or street corner where you could get different voices, right? So there'd be a paper from this community and a paper from this community, and you could get to hear what's going on in different parts of the city and from different backgrounds. It's harder to find that these days, but for all the reasons we were talking about earlier, we all have our own personal biases, right? So it's good to read a variety of news and get a variety of voices in what you're looking at. Okay. I didn't ask how to do this.
You just click it.
Just click it? No. Yes, could we get Mr. Lee? Yeah, so we have an online quiz that we can take together. If we can click this link.
Oh, yeah, we're on to it, yeah.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, sorry. Sorry to put you on the spot, but thank you. Yeah. Why don't you lead the walking through?
Okay, is everyone ready? Can you scroll down? You'll have to do it with the
Oh, can I?
Not need
Yeah.
yes and no signals for this.
Sure, yeah.
So grade 4, instead of calling out if you think is it real or not real, is that the question? If it's real, give it a O like this with your hands. If it's a no, it's fake, give us an X like this, okay?
Yeah.
Can you scroll?
So
Sorry,
Mr. Lee, can we scroll down through here, and there's going to be little videos to
yeah.
play.
Yeah, no, speaking of mic.
Mr. Lee, could you help us scroll down the page, please? Sorry, you guys. We
Yeah.
should have practiced this.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, can we scroll down? There's 10, and we'll play. Maybe we won't do all of them, but we'll play some of the videos. Yeah, here we go. All right. And could you please click on the muted button so we can hear the audio with this? Yeah, there you go.
It's not AI. Oh, I guess.
Memories and information. So while we sleep, our brains are actually incredibly active, sorting and consolidating memories and information. So while we sleep, our brains are actually incredibly active,
Okay,
sorting and
real or
consolidating
not?
memories and information. So while we sleep, our brains are actually incredibly active, sorting and consolidating memories and information.
Yeah. Okay.
So while
could
we sleep, our brains are actually
you. Could we
incredibly
mute that
active,
one?
sorting.
Thank you. Okay, so what this is? Okay, so we've got
Most of us think it's
make your symbols again.
Real, you do the O, X, it's fake.
okay. It looks like
Look
most
up.
people think it's fake.
Yeah.
It's not like John Fake.
Yeah. All right. Can we see if it's real or fake?
So we'll click AI.
I think it only say in the end.
Yeah. No, it'll say here. It says here. Okay, so let's click AI. We think this is mostly fake. Mr. Lee, can you click AI for us, please? Ah, yeah, good job.
Okay, how did you guys figure that out?
I didn't.
Yeah.
The lighting was correct. This is not AI.
Okay, so these are good points, right? It's pretty professionally done, this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the front, why don't you tell us why you thought that was AI? Yeah.
The voice is AI and the background. There's one thing and there's the app. And when we sleep, the brain also sleeps.
Oh. Yeah, I would not have known what to think about this one.
The lighting was weird to me over here. Yeah, I don't get all of these right, but I got this one right. I was very proud of myself.
The lighting is.
Okay, so it kind of, we talked about earlier, right, this blending of the background, That does happen, but it's a little too different from how sharp this side of the picture is for me. His jacket and his pants are also slightly different color. It's a little hard to see up here, but if you see it on a screen, it's not completely. So if we scroll down a little bit more, they talk about how they actually created this one. And they asked it to be, I think they asked it to be in a TED Talk style. You guys know TED Talks? Anybody have a favorite TED Talk? Yeah, see? TED Talk. Oh no, TED Talks are old. TED Talks are from before TikTok. Okay. All right. Mr. Lee, could we scroll down to the next video, please? All right. All right, arms up. Real or fake? Everyone vote. A lot of no votes down here. You got to vote.
Most no. There's a couple of real. Okay.
Okay, mostly fake. All right, let's click AI. We're wrong.
Why did you think it was real? Yeah, why did you think it was real? Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you, go ahead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, here's an important part. He has personal experience being somewhere, right? Yeah. So he knew that this could be true. All right. Who else? Anyone else knew that? Anyone else voted that this was real, and why did you think it was real? Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. Yeah. So it's kind of a complex video. Maybe too many things for AI to create. Who thought it was fake?
Well, half the class already.
Yeah. Why did you think it was fake? Golden pigeons. Yeah. All right. Hands. Oh, yep. Here. Oh, right here. Right. Oh, it looked like the pigeons were carrying the balloon away. Okay. What other reasons? Yeah? Yeah, in the 38? No? Okay. In the back? Balloons look fake right here. Yeah. Right here? There's something written, yeah, so there's like a watermark here in the video. Yeah, so did you get this one right? Yeah. Let's scroll. You got this one right? Oh, man. So, yeah, this is made by a real photographer based in Turkey, in Istanbul. So,
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Todd Owens.
I'm Melissa Moore. We begin tonight with a significant jolt to the global financial markets.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Todd Owens.
I'm Melissa Moore. We begin tonight with a significant jolt to
All
the
right.
global financial
real or
markets.
fake?
Good evening and
Okay, sorry, AI or not AI? Yeah. Oh, ooh. So AI. All right, but down here we're mostly thinking it's AI, and back here we're mostly thinking it's not AI. Let's do questions before this time. Why do you think it's real? Folks in the back who think it's real. Why do you think it's real? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Right. It doesn't look weird. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, and they're talking about some sort of news event. Yeah, right here. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they've got a shiny desk down below think it's not real? What makes you think it's not real? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. The audio doesn't quite match up to the forms that the people are making with their mouths. Yep. Here.
The voices, they sound like an AI.
The voice sounds like AI.
Okay, all
Okay.
right, let's find out.
All right. Let's find out. Which one should we click? AI or not AI? AI. Okay. Let's do AI. AI. All right. Can we click AI, Mr. Lee? Yeah. Thank you. Oh, good job. Yeah. So the caption says this, but it's good for you guys to be so sharp and looking at things, right? So we had very sharp observations on both sides. So it's good to keep looking because this is a real concern now is that something like this can be produced and it does look really real. So you've got to be really careful before you buy into it to make sure. One big flag to me that this was not real, there are no names. There's no network name. The anchors don't have names. There's no channel symbol anywhere. There's nothing at all in the video so far that says where this is coming from. It's just a video. So that's one thing you guys can look for. Should we do one more? All right, Mr. Lee, can we scroll down? We'll just do one more video, please.
Oh, we can do two more.
Oh,
We'll go to
two?
5, yeah.
Okay, two more. All right.
Okay, on foot. It's absolutely mad. We're actually doing it. Walking across the entire UK. On foot. It's absolutely mad. We're actually doing it. Walking across the entire UK. On foot. It's absolutely mad. We're actually doing it. Walking.
All right. AI or not AI? Oh, we got a lot of real votes on this, I think. Real? All right, so not AI, we think. We think not AI on this one. Let's see. Huh? Yeah, can we go ahead and click not AI, Mr. Lee? Oh, nope. Oh, well, yeah. It is AI, yeah. Are you guys surprised? So sometimes some things can look really similar to something else that might be out there in the world, and so it looks real, but it's not. Yeah. There are even shadows, the grass. Yeah. All right, let's do one more. That one's tough. That one's really tough. All right.
Is it lethal? I really don't know. I have no idea how it would work on my body. Is it lethal? I really don't know. I have no idea how it would work on my body. Is it lethal? I really don't know. I have no idea how it would work on my body.
All right.
Is it lethal?
All
I
right.
really don't know.
Let's
I have
talk
no
about
idea
this one
how it
before
would
we
work
vote
on
again.
My body. Is it?
Yeah. All right. Who thinks this one's real? Tell us why you think it's real. Yeah. Okay. All right. The voice sounds real, and there are background sounds that also sound real. Yes. So should we do AI or not AI? AI. Okay. All right, Mr. Lee, let's click AI. Oh!
Okay, I think if you scroll down, it gives a reason.
So this is a real video from a real user in Lithuania. This is a real video. Mr. Lee, can we scroll down a little bit more? Nope, that's it. That's all the explanation. So one thing I will say, sorry, I can't remember who said it, but the man is not blinking. That's true. And that, yeah.
We tried really hard on defense and were able to get a few clutch stops. We tried really hard on defense and were able to get a few clutch stops.
All right. AI, who says AI and why? Sounds like an AI voice in the shadows looks AI. Yeah. What does this mean? Oh, is this AI or not AI? Not AI. Okay. Who thinks it's real? Yeah? People moving even in the stands. Yeah. Lots of detail, yeah. Any other reasons it might be real? Yeah. Other players walking by. All right, let's see. Shall we do AI or not AI? Not AI. Okay, we think this one's real. Oh. Oh, it's AI! All right, so you guys are right. There's a lot about this. It is real, right? Yeah. Thank you. So there's a lot about this, and you guys caught some of it that does look really real, right? The player, he's in the foreground just like it would be in a real sports interview. His teammates are in the background, or at least there are people walking in the background. The caption notes, he's even sweaty, so it looks like he just played a game, right? But there are some things that don't add up. The word on his jersey, does that make sense to anyone? Is that how, right? No, that doesn't really look like a team we know. And the people moving in the background, they don't move in quite a real way. So there's just little details in here that we have to be careful for. But again, like the newscast one earlier, this is done quite well, right? We've got all the people and the details. So double check, even when you think. There's a saying that they teach us in journalism school that is, if your mother says she loves you, check it out. So even if your mom says she loves you, you got to go ask somebody else and make sure, right? It's okay, so not really, but that's the kind of suspicion that sometimes you have to bring to what you're working on to make sure that you're really getting to the truth.
Okay. I think that's it from us.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any last questions? Okay, let's start in the back and then go one row at a time. Sorry, say again?
First media.
So in really olden times, the way news was announced was there used to be a town crier. So basically someone was given the news and they would go and assemble in a market where everyone would go to buy food or whatever, and then they would ring a bell or make some other noise and then stand on, maybe something like this and then shout out the news. After that slowly came newspapers. Then came newspapers where after Gutenberg figured out the printing press, so this is like 700 years ago. And then slowly newspapers it became easier to print newspapers. And for a long time, it was only newspapers, and then came TV news, then came websites, and then came TikTok and Instagram, and however else you guys get the news. Okay, let's go to the middle row, or the second row. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah? You don't have a question? Okay. All right, let's go to the first row. Go ahead. It can be hard, but I think every job is hard. I think being a teacher is a harder job than being a journalist, but it is also a very important job, just like being a teacher is a very important job. Okay, any questions in the last row? No? Okay, I think we'll end here, yeah? 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 Thank you.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
You still have a question? Okay, go ahead. Wait, what? Say again?
Oh yeah, good idea.